Devil's Lane. What I have for you today is the Kids Visual Study Bible in the NIV. First impressions on this is a hardcover. Comes with a nice one ribbon, which I haven't really seen in very many of the children's books. The overview on the back said there's over 700 full-color photographs, illustrations, and infographics with full book introductions, one-column format, sidebar study notes, and full-color design, presentation page, and ribbon markers. This is a pretty concise little study Bible, and we'll go to an overhead and we'll take a closer look. So what we have is the Kids Visual NIV Study Bible. It comes in a nice hardcover, really nice clean design. Looks like it has one nice ribbon on it, which I don't see in very many children's books. I'll see if this comes out. This is the ISBN number and the features I first described on the back. We'll open it up. So nice paste down construction all the way around, good clean. Has a simple presentation page. Kids Visual Study Bible. You have your standard table of contents with your Old Testament and New Testament, and an alphabetical listing of the table of contents with your Old and New Testaments in alphabetical order, which will make it easier for younger readers to be able to find. As we get in here, there is a nice preface, which I say in all of my videos. If this is the first time you're using the Bible, especially with a parent trying to find a Bible for your child, read the preface so that we get a good idea of their translation philosophy and any special features that might be in the Bible itself. So it has that, the translation philosophy, textual basis, and their footnotes and formatting. As we get into the Old Testament, something you'll notice on here, they use a lot of visual elements to try to keep you more engaged as they're reading. A nice book introduction, Genesis, who wrote the book, why was it written, what do we learn about this book, who are the key people in this book, where did this happen, and what are some of the key stories in the book. And I like how some of the visual elements that they have in here right now with the nice globe and the quote, in the beginning God created the heavens and the earth. That is good. And as we get into the Bible itself, you'll notice that it's a single column, both sides, with the study notes separated on the side by this nice line, so that way it's easy for them to tell where the study notes are and where the actual Bible is. There's good coloring. I like the nice separation of colors on the side for the references to the actual text scripture itself. With that nice green and blue offsets this nice kind of yellowish orange. And they have, like some of the other children's study Bibles, they have these little vignettes and little takeaways that are spread throughout the Bible. And as we go a little bit farther in, that they try to incorporate a lot more visual elements. That's why they're trying to have this be a more visually engaging Bible for young people. I like some of these nice maps that are just spread throughout. The flood of Noah, over a year, what happened in the first 7 days, 40 days, 150 days, 178 days. It's very nice. Interspersed throughout, these nice little, they don't go super heavy in on the study notes, which for young people, it's not that bad. They're nice, concise, over. I spent a little bit of time going through this and reading and getting to know this. I like the way they do it. The color scheme may take a little bit getting used to, but if this is your first Bible, which most young people will be, I don't think it would be too much of an issue. I'm going back into Exodus, the nice preface to the chapter. Chapter headings are really easy to see. Now, the text, it's not super tiny, but some of the translation notes are in a slightly smaller text. As we zip it a little bit farther through. So it keeps the same theme throughout the entire Bible. These nice little studies on the sides, as well as the visual elements. We'll skip through because it's quite a lot of stuff. I'm not going to go too in depth in this. We're basically getting a good overview. So you see a little bit of it in the poetic and Job, where they break down the poetic section and non-poetic side by side. And you can see how they do it. You see a little bit more ghosting in those, but it's actually really good. For most of the Bibles I read, there isn't a whole lot of ghosting. That really nice ribbon we ran across again. So it's a single-sided ribbon, but for a child study Bible, just seeing a ribbon in there is actually pretty good. Jump into the Psalms. Very clean. You see a little bit more of the ghosting in the open spaces in the Psalms. Let's jump ahead to the New Testament on this. There's a lot of these little visual elements all the way out. I like this. A map with 2 roads and Ezekiel, Jerusalem sins. I like those. So as we jump, I like that. I like that. And Daniel. Some of these pictures are really nice. Okay, and Micah. Jumped a little too far ahead. Malachi. Going into the New Testament, as we get in, we will see that this is a black letter Bible, so the words of Christ are in black, which I don't see that being too much of an issue, especially with the color scheme that they have for this Bible as it is. That red would probably detract a little bit from it, so it keeps that nice clean look, which I do appreciate. Tons and tons of pictures and other study elements here. This is very nice with all these charts and graphs. Let's jump all the way to the back and see what other study helps they have in the back. Colossians, Thessalonians, Hebrews, John 1:1, Jude, and Revelation. And some of the imagery they have in here, very, very nice in Revelation. So Revelation on this Bible ends on page 1914. Then you go into the study helps and in the back of the Bible. So we have a table of weights and measures, an infographics index of all the infographics that they have spread throughout the Bible itself. Then it looks like there will be a map index of all of the maps they have spread throughout. And at the very end, they have these really nice, full color maps. I should go this way with it. They're on the same paper as the rest of the Bible itself, so they're not a heavier paper, but they're really clean, well printed. And at the back of this one, let's see what's past it. So all there is the maps on the back, the paste down page, and the back of the Bible. All in all, this is a really good version that I like for a children's Bible. So with all of the visual elements, it seems to be worth getting. That'll help keep the young person engaged in their scripture reading. Even if it's just flipping through and looking at some of the visual elements and the charts. And then when they get into actually reading the study hints on the sides, I actually do like the way that they presented these. They don't overload them with information, but they help explain key parts through each of the sections that you're reading. So all in all, I would definitely recommend this if you were going to find a Bible for a youth program or for your child to read. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I hope to bring more of these to you in the future. Until then, you guys have a good day, week, month, and I will see you soon.